Yeah, it's could be quite an interesting matchup. We have at the top right is our yellow orc player Jonathan, and we shall see if he decides to go for Headhunters or Blade Master Grunts. I think it will be Blade Master Grunts, but yeah, it looks like he is going to go for at least Grunts. Possibly still Farseer, but at least Grunts. And then at the bottom left, our Red Night Elf BeLit, aka Fats Russell, going for pretty standard elf build. And I am thinking we will see a Demon Hunter, because I think he's more of a Demon Hunter into like Pit Lord type of player rather than Keeper into whatever type of player. Oh yeah, it is going to be Demon, and it is going to be Blade. Good old Demon versus Blade. The old meta from like 15 years ago, but still seen sometimes today, as we can see here. Okay. Okay, early shop. So likely to see Jonathan creep this, I would assume, with the shop placement. Come over, grab items, and then decide from there. BeLit, on the other hand, it will be interesting to see if he tries to sneak in the Shadow Priest before the Orc arrives, or if he heads over more towards the Orc base to harass, chase the Blade around, mana burn, etc. See the Peon scouting and the Wisp scouting. Both of those are pretty crucial to keep alive in this sort of matchup, as well as hero choice that they have. Like, you really want this Peon to see where the demon goes, and you really want this Wisp to see if the Blade is coming over to you or if he's creeping. Okay, so BeLit is going to try to take out the Shadow Priest in time, but without mana burn being used, the Orc can arrive here, I believe. However, Jonathan has not used Windwalk yet and is going for the Circlet first. So a little late to Creep Jacket. I mean, he could still Creep Jacket now, but the item has been taken. You see Circlet and Replenishment for the Demon Hunter, and Jonathan just going for his own Shadow Priest instead. Also picking up a Circlet from the shop and getting Wand of Illusion, which obviously can be very good. I think it's less good against Demon Hunter in the early game. Oh, could have canceled that replenishment. I think it's less good against Demon Hunter in the early game because Demon Hunter is more likely to harass a bit, whereas Keeper will likely want to creep and get level 3. And if you're trying to creep a level 3 Keeper against a Wand of Illusion, that can be an annoyance, because that illusion can be pulling the Murlocs, the Merc camp, all these different camps into you. Whatever one you're creeping, it can pull the others into it. But Demon Hunter, on the other hand, looking to just be aggressive here. So this Wand of Illusion mostly just ends up tanking a bit and potentially baiting a mana burn, which it did bait one. BeLit looking to creepjack, not actually finding the Orc though, and he's opting to take a little bit of a risky camp here. The Orc knows that BeLit was in the area, but it looks like with how fast he kills the Ogre, it is going to be fine for him. Picks up Gloves of Haste as well, and getting closer to that level 3. Jonathan, on the other hand, looking to take this orange here, but with only one grunt and the elf nearby, a little risky. However, he is going to get an archer. They die extremely quick to the Windwalk backstab. You got to be very careful with them. And Pitlord is indeed the choice for BeLit as a second hero. Likely to see Lores as well. He does have the Hunter's Hall. Might tech first. I assume he will produce like 1 wisp plus a lore, or 2 wisp plus a lore, and then tech. Jonathan, on the other hand, adding in a Tauren Totem and tier 3. That is a very interesting choice. Ooh, 1 archer picked off, another one likely to die as well. But he decides to go for the blue ogre instead, but mana burn comes out. Very nice play by BeLit to secure that kill. Gets a greater heal potion. Ends up having to use it right away though, which kind of sucks. But he does get level 3 out of it, and that's huge to be out leveling the orc, and now having the ability to effectively harass a bit with the demon hunter. Keep the second hero's mana low potentially. Jonathan, on the other hand, doing a little split creeping, only has a couple grunts. And he's looking to add in Totem plus Bestiary, but also tier 3, which is quite interesting. I thought maybe he would even go like double Totem or something with like Walker Tauren, or like Bloodlust with something, but we do not see any shamans. So maybe Kodo, Walker, and like one or two Tauren eventually? I'm not sure. Definitely an interesting setup for production buildings while also going tier 3. But yeah, BeLit, on the other hand, just looking to continue leveling up this Pit Lord. Has to use his Demon Hunter a bit as well, because he just does not have the Archer Force to help him creep effectively. As you can see, only 2 archers left of the, I believe, 5 that he produced. Pretty bad item. So one of the drawbacks of playing Demon Hunter plus Pit Lord is whenever you get intelligence items or mana type items, etc., they're kinda bad. But, you know, what can you do? Ancient Wart does fall. Intelligence Tome. Yikes. If only there was a keeper or something. Blade Master here might be able to steal the last creep. And this is a +8 intelligence camp? Come on, bro. That's not what you want to see for your Pit Lord. Okay, we got our first bear out. Does have Adept already. Tier 3 almost done. The Orc's army is looking quite small right now. Okay, he is actually going for the second totem. I thought he might do this, but I didn't think he would add the Bestiary as well. Kind of interesting. Because now he has 4 production buildings. Very expensive to get 4 production buildings and tier 3 and like Orb of Venom and stuff too. So it'll be a very slow game for Jonathan, and this leaves our Night Elf player BeLit the perfect opportunity to hit some sort of timing before the orc can really start producing his units. Oh, yeah, these bears should have Master Form about to finish. And then, yeah, this is really like the timing. If BeLit can manage to just attack now, honestly, he has Master Form, he has 3/3. Like, you just sell the robe and pick up an Orb of Venom and just go. He is continuing to creep, which could be a bad choice, especially if he ends up getting creep jacked here. Okay, he gets both the item and the creep. Oh, but he needs to be careful. Okay. Okay. He is scaring us a little bit, you know. Thought he might just be throwing the game. Jonathan, on the other hand, doing some nice split creeping at the same time, and manages to get his own second hero, the Shadow Hunter, to level 3. Ruined Bracers, pretty terrible. You know, maybe against like Talons, there's some value. Because Talons, Mana Burn, and Tangle could all be considered magic damage. But, you know, against bears, that's not finding value. And you should sell it. Same with this Robe of the Magi. Should also be sold. Should also be sold, please. Oh, he might actually be selling it now. Maybe? Or is he just purchasing? Okay, he's selling it. Nice. Purchasing scroll, purchasing invuln, and yeah, this is like a pretty good timing. I think a little bit sooner timing rather than creeping that red would have been better, but still not terrible. There is 2 Torn out, but no master training yet, and these 2 walkers really can only afford to do like 1 disenchant and some spirit link. But how do you fight this level 3 pit lord, level 3 demon, orb of venom already? Like this is crazy strong. Those Torn, even the Torn are getting ate up by bears, dude. You usually do not see Torn get eaten up like this from bears. It's usually the other way around, but this pit lord, this demon, they're just too strong. Not to mention like probably the best aura you can get for them with the endurance. And BeLit finds the timing he needs and handedly takes that fight. The supplies were actually somewhat even there, but it was just not even close. Alright, game 2, Concealed Hill. Let's see if Jonathan can come back here at all. I am actually a little surprised because I've faced Jonathan a couple times in ESL Cups. I believe his MMR recently had risen up to even around 1670 or something. So I'm a little surprised that so far he's, I believe, 0-3 in map scores. 0-1 against BeLit and 0-2 against Psych, I believe, in his first match. Or no, maybe he is 1-2 against Psych. Oh, he's 1-3 in map scores. I guess not that bad then. But yeah, well, we'll see what he does to come back here, if he goes for the Blade Master again, or if he decides to change it up. I assume it will be more Blade Master, but I am immediately likely proven wrong with a War Mill on the way. So probably Farseer Headhunters. And it'll be interesting to see, does he try to keep pressure at tier 2 when BeLit's trying to keep creeping his pit lord? Some sort of tier 2 pressure, like a tower push, can be strong against that when the elf player doesn't have much for archers. Yeah, we'll see what he goes for. A little scouting going on. The usual. Alright, and it is going to be the Demon Hunter once again for BeLit. And I assume even against Headhunters, he will likely go Pit Lord second. Creeping started. Peon about to be an annoyance like usual. These little scout workers are they're always a little annoying because you're like, is he gonna try to steal this? This time, looks like he's not. BeLit gets Gloves of Haste. Farseer looking to creep one camp first, or at least get the item, I guess. Headhunters on the way. No second burrow though, maybe planning to just tech first. So not many Headhunters, and concentrating more on getting his tech underway, I would assume. In which case, maybe he shouldn't have even scouted with a Peon. Maybe it would have been better to just get the tech. I don't know. But Claws of Attack for the Farseer, pretty nice, I would say. BeLit, on the other hand, Gauntlets, not too bad. A little bit of extra tankiness for your main damage dealer and frontline is quite nice.
Player's forces are under
because that is what, like 75 health? Yeah, 75 health is pretty significant. Like half a heal potion. Alright, third Moonwell, tech underway. Do see the tech for Jonathan as well, and then immediately afterwards adding in the burrow and the shop. But he is going to be stuck on 2 Headhunters for a while with how late his second burrow is. However, BeLit getting caught out, 1 archer ensnared and then focused down, chain lightning to secure it. And the camp will continue to go to Jonathan, but with those mana burns, suddenly there's just no more wolves. And with out any wolves beyond these two, and the headhunters coming a bit late. Oh, he's actually adding in grunts now. Interesting. But yeah, without any more wolves, it will start to be a little bit harder to continue creeping. And they're going to meet again. I think this one will go better for BeLit though, because the wolves are about to expire, potentially even just get killed. And then there's no more resummon. So after that point, with only 2 headhunters, you can't do a whole lot. And yeah, BeLit's just going to creep out the camp in front of him. Gets the tome, gets the XP, and looking to finish the Murlocs as well. So an interesting build by Jonathan. We'll see how it works out, but I'm not sure on the whole getting 2 headhunters and then switching to grunts. However, he's managed to get a couple archer pickoffs. BeLit kind of leaving them stranded after they got ensnared. Hunter's Hall is here, so likely to see Lores and Pit Lord once again. For Jonathan, he does have his tech almost finished, has quite a lot of resources. I assume Shadow Hunter, but maybe we'll see even a TC second. Or a Naga if he goes like tower push, I guess, but we shall see.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Diaz is going to go Tauren Totem and Bestiary once again, but he has not picked up a second hero yet. I'm not sure if that's indicating Tavern or if he just hasn't started it. Second hero. Solo Farseer? Quick level 5 and level 3 wolves, question mark? I don't know. Oh, and it's actually a panda for BeLit, which... and a TC for Jonathan. Alright. Interesting mix up here. The TC is not too uncommon, but the panda, when Jonathan only went 2 headhunters, I feel like he got kind of baited. Totally unaware that Jonathan was not producing more headhunters beyond that, and that he's also not doing any sort of aggressive play to end the game. It looks like it's going to be tier 3, likely the Tauren Walkers again, maybe with a Raider or Kodo mixed in. And just continuing to creep, it seems like. But Farseer, low on mana. Wand of Illusion. This is an insane item for the scenario. Like getting Wand of Illusion on either your heroes or more likely the bears can be really powerful in the 50 food skirmish that we are likely to see. It is going to be a walker added. TC has arrived only to get mana burned right away and suddenly be useless. Deals bad man. Oh my god. DH snags the item. I do believe the XP went to the Farseer, but getting that greater heal potion is huge. The DH is just going to be able to carry this fight. You just see him right clicking away. Now he's actually running though. I do think you can actually just keep right clicking these headhunters if you want. But opting to play safe, back off, wait for his bears. He does have tier 3 almost unlocked, and I'm sure Master Form will follow soon after. Jonathan, on the other hand, honestly in a bit of a rough spot. He will have one more wolf summon, but his mana is like empty. He's facing a demon hunter. It's just going to be hard to creep. He has a long time coming until his tier 3 tech pays off. I'm not sure. We'll see how much time BeLit gives him, but I assume it's going to be largely the same as last game. BeLit looking to get his second hero, this time a panda, to level 3, and then likely push with bears and Orb of Venom. And I don't know if Jonathan can hold that, because his army looks a little questionable. I mean, it's not the worst army I've seen, but the thing is, his TC just now reaching level 2, the level 4 Farseers kind of whatever. You'd really like this TC to be 3, maybe even have a Shadow Hunter as well, but Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be the Tauren again. And this Tauren, I mean, they can pay off if you get enough time for them, but I don't know. With only like a couple Tauren and like one Walker, they just don't do enough really. We'll see if BeLit gives him enough time or goes for the attack. He still hasn't reached level 3 Panda, so there still is a bit of time for Jonathan. But snagging this Ogre Lord will be huge. And he gets Django again, dude. Oh my god. Ancient Django bear player. Oh my god. It's balanced, by the way. It's fine, it's balanced. Okay. We see the Orc coming in, but his TC only level 2. Might be able to get a nice ensnare off, but there is no Kodos. Only one Walker as well. Spirit Link not currently up. And the Headhunters, they're all weak already. Next breath might even kill some. Okay, only gets one. The other stuff escapes the breath with the speed scroll. We do have Scroll of the Beast, which it can definitely be scary.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Jonathan continues to just need time, really. He's getting a lot of Tauren. The longer this game goes, since it's a Panda instead of a Pit Lord, I actually like this more for Jonathan the longer the game goes. But we'll see what happens. There is an expansion coming up for BeLit though, which can of course give him an economic advantage that he needs. Scroll of the Beast actually ends up being sold. I actually thought he would use it, but you know, maybe just valuing the gold, wanting to get as many units as possible instead. And we see him trying to snag the dragon now. 2 armor upgrades as well. Oh my god. These pulverized Tauren, they could be pretty strong in this next fight. But need to be careful to not take too much damage on this Walker. Okay. That Walker, Okay, BeLit looking to attack here finally. Does have Wand of the Illusion still. Lion Horn, Greater Heal, some pretty good stuff. But that is quite a few Tauren now too. Jonathan has already broke upkeep at 61 now. Another 8 food about to pop out. Can BeLit prevent this Tauren? Does not look like it. Jonathan decides to TP now that the Tauren's out, and BeLit needs to be careful. He is not ready for this fight. Tauren right on the back line. Nice Breath of Fire on the Headhunters, but these Tauren should be able to just munch up with these Pulverized coming off. Spirit Link active. Stomp coming out on a bear plus the Panda. BeLit realizes he needs to get out. TP's out, but going to... Okay, does save that one bear. But now he's at 40 food. He lost... I don't think he actually lost much for bears. It was mostly just archers. Maybe a dryad. So not the worst losses. But... Oof. This is scary. BeLit definitely missed his timing before there was too many Tauren out. And now there's 4 Tauren. I do... Oh, he's kind of forgetting some units. Oh, he found them. I do think this could actually be better for Jonathan if he just went like double Totem instead. And then just went Walker Tauren. But... I don't know. Like, imagine if these 2 Raiders were just 2 more Walkers with like Master Training. I don't know. I mean, Raiders, of course, really good. Ensnare's good. Looking to pressure some Moonwells here, but the Elf is still nearby. However, the Elf army only at 55 food, and I believe some is in production. So going to be a rough fight for him. and immediately taking out the Dryads, which are only going to leave the bears against Tauren, and only bears against Tauren does not usually work out too well, unlike that first game. Panda will have to put in a lot of work. He does still have Wand of the Illusion, not using it yet, and probably too late to use it at this point. Maybe can get some illusions on here. Panda, level 4, still has the greater heal. Would like to see him start spamming his spells more, especially though. We see another breath coming out. Speed scroll in, going to take out another bear. And the orc backing off, but still way ahead in supply. Managed to save a couple red health units. Long distance mining in the meantime. More Tauren on the way. Yeah. Yeah, the panda definitely needed to get his spells off a little more there. Oh, he did put up a Chimera Roost. Very nice decision, seeing the Tauren come out. It is kind of required, because you're just not going to beat the Tauren in a straight up ground fight. But BeLit is a little low on wood. Does have his expansion mining now. And does have quite a bit of food to work with. So we see him producing some more wisps. Should probably produce some wisps here as well. But level 5 Farseer with these level 3 wolves. These can get really annoying. The detonate doesn't even do much. 120 gold and he gets like 1 wolf. I don't know about that. I don't know. 2 armor upgrades on these Tauren as well. They are some tanky boys. But there is a Chimera out. There is another Chimera on the way. 2 damage upgrades for them as well. And Roar should be activated soon. Can we get some nice haze fire? Only breath. So no haze yet. Chain lightning coming out. And this choke is I really don't know who this choke is more beneficial for. It looks maybe more beneficial for the Dryads and Chimera. Jonathan probably overextending a little bit here. Should have likely attacked the expansion instead. And he's going to get 2 Tauren picked off on the retreat. That is huge losses there. Ooh, I think he just wasn't ready for it. Mixing in some bats now. If he had just gone here, killed the gold mine or something. He's going to kill the gold mine now maybe with the wolves. But if he hadn't been in such a choke next to like moonwells and trees and stuff, I think that could have gone much better. But yeah, it is the weakness of this sort of Tauren pure ground army, is you just don't have that much against the air, the Chimeras, the heavy magic damage air units. Nor does he even have much against the Dryads really either. Would like to see a Kodo come out and maybe some Zerkers as well, but Ensnare coming out. However, this Orc army is just not looking so strong anymore. Look at these Roared Chimeras doing like 90 damage a hit. Orc heroes falling, TC falls, Panda 5, DH 5. Still has the Wand of Illusion. I don't know. He's just saving it for next game, but yeah, finally almost about to take out the Chimera, but Farseer falls, and BeLit manages to take the 2-0. And now Jonathan is confused. Oh, yeah. You only have to play 2. We can tell him after. I think Jonathan missed his timing. He won the 1 fight at BeLit's base, but then he backed off, crept, healed, and during that time BeLit had an expansion that was coming up and Chimeras that were like the Chimera Roost coming up, and all that extra time just gave BeLit what he needed to to be able to come back into it, on top of the choke point that the torrent